Hi everybody, Alec Barry, your resident road safety expert, back again for another Q&A series. Thank you very much for sending in your questions. We love getting them. Keep on bringing them through and we'll answer every single one. And as I always say, hit the subscribe button that looks a little bit like this pillow down there somewhere. Please give us your love and support. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers. So hit that button and we'll keep getting those videos coming along. Alright, so today's question comes around one of our products, which is a very popular product on the market called the Careva Postural Combination Harness. The Careva harness is a multi-use, multi-function harness which is made for postural support. And basically I've got Amin here, our products expert, to run us through how it works. And I'm going to be, I guess, your crash test person that will be able to sit in there and basically show you how it all works. So I'll get it over to Amin. Effectively the question is, how does it work, how do you install it and so on. So Amin will show you that and then I'll be the person that he shows it on.
So hey, how's it going? So you get the harness as so out of the package. It'll probably be sort of a bit folded up, but once you unfold it, this is sort of how it'll all look for you. So the first step is to install it again around the seat back. So we would undo these two belts, and now we've got the two belts that we can feed around the seat. So it's very important here to know what the top of the harness and the bottom of the harness is. So the top of the harness is where you have these two individual straps coming across the shoulder belts, and the bottom of the harness is the pelvic area here. So first what we want to do is grab the harness from the bottom, get these two straps and feed them through the squab and the back of the backrest of the seat. So again, this is the squab and this is the backrest, and we want to feed it through this gap over here. So we grab these two metal clasps and we feed it through the bottom there. Now once that bit is fed through, we'll pull the rest of the harness up. And typically, if there is a headrest, it's best to lift the headrest up and feed this between the straps of the headrest. And then we'll come behind and click the rest of it together. So we'll pull these through. Pull these through from the bottom. Attach as so. And then we'd also tighten it to make sure that it's tight and secure to the seat back. So tightening is done by holding onto the plastic clasp and pulling on this strap underneath it. So once it's tight onto the seat back, we can check at the front that now we have the full harness installed. Now with this harness, it also has another component called the thoracic belt, which we can also install in combination with the 5-point or without. In this case, we'll install it all together to show you how all the components of the harness is going to work. So to put the thoracic belt on, we'll first undo the harness, undo the two shoulder straps. The easiest way is to leave them rested onto the back of the backrest. We'll undo the two side straps to the pelvic belt, leave the pelvic belt at the front, and now you're left with the spinal belt on the seat back. Now on the spinal belt, you'll see there's different channels here in each place. And this is where you can feed various components in through. So we'll feed the thoracic belt, which is this belt here, through one of these spinal belt channels. So to feed it through the channel, simply just pull the channel apart, feed it through a little bit, and from the other side, grab the harness and pull through. Now for the thoracic belt, you want to pretty much have it about even, so we'll get it about 50% of the way and leave that open. So once you've got the thoracic belt now installed onto the spinal belt, you can now bring the client into the seating position. So the client can now come and sit into the seat. The first bit we'll do is attach this pelvic belt. So we'll bring this one up, make sure it's adjusted so it's comfortable around the occupant's waist and crotch area. And then on either side, we will click it in. So if you have a look on the side here, there's a little plastic clasp, which will click this on this side. And the same on the other side. Now once they're clicked in, we'll tighten this so that the pelvic belt is firm against the client's body. Once that is firmly put on, now we can install the thoracic belt. Now the thoracic belt typically would be installed first if you're using it so that it's underneath the shoulder harness. So we'll lift the occupant's arm up, feed this across the side. click, let's get this twisted, and click this in, as so. Once that's clicked in again, we'll hold it so that it's not going to have any creases and be uncomfortable on the occupant's body. We might get the occupant to put their arms down, check that it's not going to be pushing up high against underneath the armpits. Here it's about the correct position where you want it to be, fairly across the center of the chest, exactly where it is now. Again, we just tighten that so that it's firm but not uncomfortable on the occupant's body. The last part will be the 2 shoulder straps. So we'll pull the shoulder straps from around the back of the seat, bring them forward, and adjust and click them into the clasp as shown. So now the harness, the 5-point and the thoracic belt is successfully installed onto the client. And the last part, as always, like with all of our harnesses, is the seat belt, which we'll bring around the occupant.
And it's very important to note with the seatbelt, this is the case with basically every harness, not just ours. Pretty much every harness on the market must have a seatbelt installed on top of it. They're not restraining devices, they are devices for postural support. So yeah, as you can see, it's all nicely set up now, and everything is basically secure, and we've got all the support we need. As Amin was saying, this is a modular type system, so basically you can have it so you can have just the hip support. This is the full shebang, if you like. It's got the thoracic belt, the shoulder harness, and it's got the harness, basically hip support. You can have it in all different combinations. You can have one with this, and this with this, and that with that, and so on and so forth. Basically, that's one of the wonderful things about this product. It's a modular system that allows you to customize it to suit your support needs. So yeah, that's is that basically it? Yep.
Well done.
All right. So thanks very much for tuning in. Hopefully that helps with answering the question: how does it work and how does it look all set up? And I'll put a link down below to our website too, so you can get more information about it. We can do trials. We can hire them out for you to try them out. And if you want to buy them, then you can hire to buy them. And there's many different options around these. So yeah, thanks very much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down there, and see you next time.